verbal or life.
Elon Musk said that migrants will, quote, come for your home after a video was shared to X of migrants being dropped off at a school in New York City. About 1,900 asylum seekers were seen being dropped off at a high school in Brooklyn to take precaution from a storm over concerns that Floyd Bennett Field would flood. Although the migrants were reportedly cleared out by sunrise, the principal chose to move forward with remote learning. The decision outraged parents and Musk, who's been very outspoken against the U.S. border crisis since he visited Eagle Pass, Texas last year.
How does it feel that you kicked all the kids out of school tomorrow? How does it feel? Do you feel good? I hope you feel good.
An ex-user pointed out that migrants are already being housed in American homes and cited an August 2023 article from Boston News 25. At the time, the Massachusetts governor just declared a state of emergency over the migrant crisis and asked that the federal government and residents help out. New York has recently been buckling under the pressure of an influx of migrants and has been trying to shuttle some into New Jersey. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy just won't have it. The crisis has gotten so bad that New York City Mayor Eric Adams has reversed the budget cuts to the New York police and fire departments.
You know, Elon Musk has never really invented anything. What he seems to have done is woken people up as to what's going on in order to improve humanity. Right there, Elon Musk sounded the alarm about the migrant crisis and the woke mind virus that is affecting a lot of people, and letting all these migrants into the country, it's just going to destroy the country. It's going to be a big problem. And in this video, we're going to take a look at some posts that Elon Musk has on his X social media. And I want to go over those because they really help wake people up as to what's going on. By the way, my name is Noel, battling MS. Thank you for visiting Verbal on Life. I'm trying to build this site so that you can be verbal and comment below, and I could point out some of the things that are happening today. All right. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. I'm up to 1,630 subscribers. So thank you so much for those of you who have subscribed. There's the link. Go ahead and jump in. All right. So I wanted to go over some of the media things that Elon Musk has helped create. No, has helped expand. Because if you think about it, Elon Musk never invented anything. What he has done is help expand ideas that already exist. Because if you think about it, rockets to the moon, he didn't invent that. We already had rockets going to the moon, but he's expanding it by making more regular visits to the moon and to Mars, right? Neuralink, the boring chip company. I found this video of a guy talking about the Neuralink chip and how we've been had it. It's just that Elon Musk chose a new name for it. Here, let me share it.
On Elon Musk's Neuralink. This isn't new. It has a new name. It's getting recognition by the news. But honestly, it's been squelched. It's been covered up for many, many decades. I can track back at least synthetic telepathy or piping voices into people's head right around Kennedy's assassination, but about 1958 was the earliest target I could find. I hope Elon actually succeeds, because then this isn't imaginary stuff anymore. People will then see, wow, we can really connect brains together and make hyper intelligence.
So since 1958, the government has been working on this. But now that Elon Musk took it over, and he wants to expand it. Like, I really want to see this technology being expanded because he wants us to be able to communicate to the rest of our body with the chip. A person like me, like, you really got to be disabled to see the benefit of this. Like a person like me battling MS, I wish I had a chip that will help me walk, that will help me talk, that will help me move. So I'm a big fan of this particular aspect, but Elon Musk didn't invent it, but he did expand it, and he's continuing to expand that idea. All right. What else? We have electric cars. Elon Musk didn't invent electric cars. He expanded it and made it more available for us. Then there is What else? Free speech. Check out this post that he put on X about free speech. 43.5 million views of this post.
There's a reason that we have the First Amendment, and it's important to think about that. Why does it exist? And it exists because people came from countries where they could not speak freely, where if they did speak their mind, they would be imprisoned or killed. That's why they were so concerned about freedom of speech, is because they didn't have it in the countries they came from. And in many places in the world, maybe most places, you don't have freedom of speech. And there's certainly no country has the protection of speech that the United States does. Not even Canada. So that's it's something we should really take pride in and seek to preserve. Because I think that the bedrock of democracy is freedom of speech. Because if you can't say what you want to say, then I think that's essentially political coercion. If you so anyway, there's a reason why there was a high urgency to amend the Constitution with the First Amendment. It was because if you don't have freedom of speech, you got nothing.
So, as you heard there, it's an idea that if Elon Musk finds it important enough to expand on it, he does it. He went ahead and purchased X, and now he could say whatever he wants, which is tough to do in an environment where we have the cancel culture, where you got to really, really be careful about what you're talking about, or you will get canceled. So here, that message, he posted it, already got 43.5 million views. So that goes to show that if Elon Musk believes in it, then it must be true. He must have a point. So now Elon Musk got into politics and expanding the destruction that's occurring right now in America. Here's a great video that he posted about the destruction of having open borders. And again, if it's important enough to expand on it, Elon Musk does that. Or everything that he's working on, he finds important on it. So you got to just give it up to the man. Check out this video clip. He wrote, "It's actually happening." And he already got 84.7 million views on it. So this is actually happening. And if he's talking about it, it must be important.
The Democrat open borders plan to entrench single-party rule, explained in under 2 minutes. 1. Flood the country with untold millions of illegals by land, sea, and air from all over the world, enough to eclipse the populations of 36 individual U.S. states so far. 2. Prioritize the needs of these millions of non-citizens over the needs of the American citizen, with free flights, buses, hotels, meals, and phones, ensuring their loyalty to the political party that imported them. 3. Keep them in the country at all costs, even when they commit violent crime like murder and rape. Attack the language used to describe the criminals, as opposed to the criminals themselves. Slander critics as racist. 4. Ensure their privileges are made irrevocable with city and state sanctuary laws that act as population magnets. Codify permanent status and ensure non-cooperation with ICE. 5. Count the non-citizens in the census that will determine congressional apportionment in the House of Representatives. As of now, that would equal 13 extra congressional districts, a tremendous amount of electoral power. 6. Wage a massive, heavily funded lawfare campaign to change state voting laws that legalize mass mail-in ballots, no signature verification, and no proof of citizenship requirements, making it nearly impossible to prove voter fraud. 7. Lock in the permanent voting majority with campaign promises of lavish benefits and permanent privileges, enshrining generational fealty to the Democrat Party. 8. Win elections. 9. Entrenched single-party rule has been achieved. The best part? Your tax dollars are paying for it.
Whoa. Woo! So So that's a message posted by Elon Musk, talking about that this is actually happening. And I think it serves as a good wake-up call for the people who are not noticing, for the people who don't run the media, the regular television shows, right? Now that we have more than just regular TV, we got social media, then we could get this message out. That is super important, all right? The fact that there's actually a sector of the left party that is trying to destroy this country, and is trying to do it without us noticing it. I mean, I want you to comment below. What do you think about that message that Elon posted? Does he have a point? Why do we have open borders? You know, open borders is not, some people say that it's necessary, that we don't have a choice, that it is what it is because it's been like that for years. But I don't believe so. You know, I think Trump started closing up the borders. And then when he left, Biden just opened it up. But I mean, that's just my opinion. That's what I think. Comment down below. What do you think about this whole situation? Like, is there a solution to the border problem? Or no, that's it. There is no solution. We're just a country with no border. Comment down below. What do you think? Now, let's see what else Elon posted. What's this? It says most reasonable people, because they are reasonable, cannot believe that the goal for the far left is to end America. You see, the goal of the far left is to end America.
You're over here appropriating a space for your own personality.
I'm a journalist.
You're not a journalist.
How do you decide who's a journalist?
I mean, considering I was fired as a journalist, you're no journalist.
Literally, would you rather be itchy or sick your whole life?
You're not doing this for like what the actual conversation is, which is getting rid of this country.
Getting rid of this country?
Getting rid of America, getting rid of the West. This is what this is for.
You want to get rid of America?
Yes, everyone here understands that at some level we need to get rid of America completely.
What should we do?
Decolonization, land back.
Where should we go, though?
In our communities. We need to go leave the capitals, leave the central capitals of commerce, of capital itself. You're over.
You see, those ideas of that particular gentleman are a little bit crazy, because how can you be in America talking about getting rid of America? Because I would think that if you want to get rid of America, you could just pack up and leave. Like, you could just put together money to buy an airplane ticket and go wherever you want to go. But it's not reasonable enough for some people. Again, Elon Musk posted this on X. Most reasonable people, because they are reasonable, cannot believe that the goal of the far left is to end America. So look at the goal of that gentleman there. Not letting anybody talk. You're not a journalist. You got to shut your mouth. And if you hear what he just said, that's crazy. Look what they wrote here. Brainwashed little communist. What happens when you want to decolonize? It's called genocide, you ignorant fools. This is what our college taught these kids, to hate America. That's crazy. Now, Elon Musk found it important enough to post on his X. That's scary. Let's look at one more. Oh, look, AOC being hounded by lefties to condemn Israel. I'm not even going to post that one. In any case, Elon Musk, again, just pointing out things that should be expanded and that are working. Everything that he puts his money behind and expand works amazingly. So the truck works amazingly. The spaceship that's trying to get to the moon works amazingly. Neuralink, again, works amazingly. So it's hard to say that whatever he supports is not going to work. I think it's the opposite. I think it will work and it will help expand things. But let me know what you think. Again, my name is Noel. here on Verbal on Life.
Cybertruck. I just got a Cybertruck. Look at this view. This is crazy, man. I can't believe I bought this.
Again, my name is Noel, battling MS, here on Verbal on Life, trying to build the platform. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. We're up to 1,635. Just trying to do my best to point out what should be obvious to a lot of people, or just to help expand voices. So I want you to go ahead and comment below and be verbal. That's the best we can do. All right? Super happy that I'm still able to talk. I can't wait to get that Neuralink that Elon Musk created to help expand things. I think Elon Musk sees it as a possibility that this could work, that this could help expand. And that's why he's investing his money, time. Investing money and time are the two greatest things that you could do. So, what was this about?
It's actually the Cyber Beast. It's a Foundation series. This is a Foundation series. I think it's the first 1,000 that they made. They call it the Foundation series. This is amazing. Yeah. You guys want to check it out? I mean, first of all, just look at this. Boom. This is like got to be the biggest windshield wiper.
You see, I'm not a truck guy. So, because I don't enjoy truck, like I'm not into that business. If anything, he created that truck to go to Mars, in my personal opinion. So that's just, no, I can't support that. But instead of just talking and wasting time here, let me leave it off right there. But what do you think of everything that Elon Musk is working on? Right now, he's working on X, working on politics, so like that America doesn't collapse. Because there's some people on the far left. I think both the far left and the far right are extremes, and they will collapse the country. We want to get to the center. We want to get to the middle of things. And we need grown adults to point out the fact that we got to close the border. You know, we need to see a red wave, is one thing that Elon said, which I agree. So I'm going to say it. We need to see a red wave this coming November. Because if we continue on the path that we're on, it's going to be a problem. You know, it's definitely going to guarantee the collapse of things. And things are only going to get worse. So I need to work on my language here. So it's only going to get worse. But I'm retired. I'm a retired school teacher, just trying to voice my opinion here. And if you agree or disagree, let it be known. Woo! Let me get out of here. So see you guys in the next video. Peace.